Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the tension? Nobody had to say a word. You just knew someone was angry. Or have you ever been in a room with people and, one person walked in and suddenly the vibe changed, positively or negatively? Or maybe you've met someone whose calm presence made everyone around them feel more relaxed. What is that? I call it energy. Now, before you click away, thinking this is going to get weird, stay with me. Because whether you call it psychology, or presence, or mindset, or energy, a vibe, or something spiritual, you've experienced it your entire life. In the martial arts, we talk about it all the time. The Japanese call it ki, the Chinese call it chi, but it's that invisible energy that great martial artists learn to cultivate and direct, not just in combat, but in life. When I was training in the martial arts, I learned something that took me years to fully appreciate. The strongest person in the room isn't always the one with the biggest muscles. Sometimes it's the one with the greatest presence, the calmest mind, the steadiest emotions, the centeredness, the clearest purpose. That's real power. And I believe that's what martial arts, or mental martial arts, I should say, is all about. Here's something to think about. Every single day, you're putting your energy into the world. Now, you may not realize it, but everyone around you is responding to it. Your coworkers, your family, your friends, even strangers. So here's the question. What kind of energy are you bringing? Most people don't know. But there's a simple way to find out and to check, because your feelings are the gauge. If you think about the dashboard in your car, when the fuel light comes on, it's not judging you, it's simply giving you information. Your feelings and your emotions are the same way. They're not there to shame you, they're there to tell you what state you're operating from. Are you living from gratitude or resentment? From confidence or fear? Are you living from purpose or frustration? Now, let me be clear. Your feelings don't always tell you the truth about your circumstances, but they do tell you the state you're bringing into your circumstances. And that state affects everything. How you speak, how you listen, how you lead, how you parent, how you solve problems, how you pursue your dreams. I have a saying that I'd like you to remember. State precedes strategy. Why do I say that? Because most people think they need a better plan, a better opportunity, more money, more time. And you know what? Sometimes they do. But more often, what they really need is a better state. Because the same strategy used by someone who's fearful produces one result. That exact same strategy used by someone who's calm, confident, and focused produces a completely different result. That's why elite athletes don't just train their bodies, they train their minds. That's why great martial artists don't just practice techniques, they practice presence. So how do you change your energy? Well, you start by becoming aware of it. Several times a day for the next 3 days, do this. Stop and ask yourself one simple question. How do I feel right now? Don't judge the answer. Don't edit it. Just notice it, because awareness is the first step. Then ask yourself another question. Is this energy what I want to bring into this moment? If the answer is no, pause, take a breath, straighten your posture. Remember what you're grateful for. Reconnect with yourself and your purpose. Choose courage instead of fear, peace instead of panic. One decision at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. This is how we train. This is mental martial arts, because Before you can change your results, you have to change your state. And when you change your state, you begin changing the energy you're putting into your life. You begin changing your life. So listen, if this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment. Tell me what kind of energy you're choosing to bring into your day, because you're choosing it, or you can choose it if you're willing to. So listen, until next time, keep training.